Susan Powell was a Utah woman who went missing in 2009, and her disappearance remains unsolved to this day. The case has garnered significant media attention, and many theories have emerged about what happened to her. This is her story. Susan Cox Powell was born on October 16, 1981, in Alamogordo, New Mexico. She was the oldest of 4 children and grew up in a devoutly religious household. In 2001, she married Joshua Powell, and the couple had 2 sons, Charlie and Braden. The Powell family lived in West Valley City, Utah, and by all accounts, they seemed like a normal family. However, in 2009, Susan disappeared without a trace, and her husband became the prime suspect. On December 6, 2009, Susan's husband Joshua told police that he had taken their 2 sons on a camping trip to the West Desert, leaving Susan at home. When they returned, he said, she was gone. Joshua claimed that he didn't know where she was and that he had no idea what had happened to her. The police became suspicious of Joshua's story, as there were many inconsistencies in his account of what had happened. For example, he said that Susan was in bed when he left, but he also claimed that he had taken her cell phone with him on the camping trip, which seemed odd. Additionally, he didn't seem concerned that his wife was missing and refused to cooperate fully with the police. As the investigation progressed, more and more strange details emerged. For example, it was discovered that Joshua had taken out a $1.5 million life insurance policy on Susan, and that he had been having an affair with a woman named Jovanna Owings. Jovanna claimed that Joshua had told her that he wanted to leave Susan, but that he couldn't do it because she had threatened to take their children away from him. Police searched the Powell family home and found some disturbing evidence. For example, they discovered that Joshua had been searching online for information on how to dispose of a dead body, and they found traces of Susan's blood in the house. Additionally, they found a handwritten will in which Susan stated that she was afraid of her husband and that he had threatened to kill her. Despite all of this evidence, Joshua was never charged with Susan's murder. Instead, he was charged with child pornography and voyeurism after police discovered images of young girls on his computer. In February 2012, Josh Powell killed himself along with Braden, 5, and Charlie, 7, in a house explosion during a supervised visit. Josh Powell locked out the social worker from the home upon their arrival. The case of Susan Powell's disappearance remains unsolved, and her family is still searching for answers. There are many theories about what happened to her, but no one knows for sure. Some believe that Joshua killed her and disposed of her body in the desert, while others think that she may have run away and started a new life somewhere else. In recent years, new evidence has emerged in the case. In 2019, police in West Valley City released a series of documents related to the investigation, including videos of interviews with Joshua's father and brother. These documents shed new light on the case, but they have not led to any breakthroughs. Despite the lack of resolution, the case of Susan Powell's disappearance continues to captivate the public's attention. Her family has set up a website called susanpowell.org, which is dedicated to finding out what happened to her. The site includes information about the case, as well as updates on any new developments. In conclusion, the disappearance of Susan Powell is a tragic and mysterious case that has remained unsolved for over a decade. Despite the many twists and turns in the investigation, no one knows for sure what happened to her.